Assalamualaikum. This is Latifa Marufi, math teacher of class 5. Today we will start a new chapter 6b about fractions. Okay. Students, before starting the new chapter, we have to know some basic concepts about fractions. Like the easy method to add a number of a fraction several times is called multiplication. Example, 3 into 3 equal to 9. Another way, 3 plus 3 plus 3 equal to 9. But 3 plus 3 plus 9 is a long process. 3 into 3 equal to 9 is the easy process and short process, and we need a short time. Then fraction. Already you know what is fraction. In a fraction there have two parts, denominator and numerator. The upper part is called numerator and the lower part is called denominator. When we do multiply with fraction with a whole number or integer, then we multiply fractions numerator into whole number, divide fractions denominator. For example, 4 by 9 is a fraction and the whole number is 2. Then we multiply 4 into 2, divide, the denominator is the same, 9. Then 4 to the 8 by 9. This is the process of fraction multiply with a whole number. Then if you convert a fraction's numerator into its denominator and its denominator into its numerator, then it is called opposite fraction. The opposite fraction of 7 by 2 is 2 by 7. Here only change the position of numerator is denominator and denominator is the numerator. Like 7 by 2 is 2 by 7. And when we multiply a fraction into opposite fraction, the result always will be 1. Like 7 by 2 into 2 by 7 equal to 1. Then to divide a fraction by an integer, the numerator is kept as it is and the denominator is multiplied by that integer. Example, 2 by 3 is a fraction, divide by 5. Then 2 by 3 into 5. There the numerator into numerator is the same, denominator into 5 equal to 2 by 5. Then while multiply a fraction with a fraction, the numerator is multiplied by the numerator and the denominator is multiplied by the denominator. Like 2 by 3 is a fraction and 4 by 3 is a fraction. Here numerators are 2 and 4, denominators are 3 and 5. Then we multiply the numerator with numerator, 2 into 4, and denominator with denominator, 3 into 5 equal to 8 by 15. This is the rules of a fraction multiply with another fraction. Okay. When you will do the fractions, you must know you must be careful about these things. During simplification, while multiplying or dividing, you need to keep a cautious eye on the multiplication table. That means you know the timetable very well. Then during division, we need to be alert about finding the reciprocal. Reciprocal means the opposite of the fraction. Like this. 7 by 2 is 2 by 7. Reciprocals, just opposite, ulta. Then while answering descriptive questions, we need to be cautious whether we are finding out the required answer. This means you must know what you find out what's the question in this math. Then the mixed fraction must be transformed into improper fraction. Example, there is a mixed fraction. 3 is a whole number, 5 by 8. Then we first, before starting the math, we must convert the mixed fraction into the improper fraction. Like 3 is a whole number, 3 into denominator plus numerator. Denominator is the same, equal to 29 by 8. Okay, these are the basic things of fractions. Now we will do solve two maths about fractions. Number 1, Mr. Monin had 72,000 taka. He donated 1/3 portion of his money to the school and 5/9 portion to the hospital. Then question number 1, what portion of his money did he donate in total? Number B, how much money did he donate to the school? Number C, how much money did he have after donating? Then he had total 72,000 taka are donation in school 1/3 portion, hospital 5/9 portion. So now calculate number A. He donated in school 1/3 portion. He donated in hospital 5/9. So total donation we do the addition. Then he donated in school 1/3 portion of 72,000 taka. There, after calculating, we get 24,000 taka. Then number C, he donated in school 24,000 taka, or hospital 5/9 of 72,000 taka. After calculating, we will get 40,000 taka. Total donated 40,000 plus 24,000 equal to 64,000. After donating, he has 72,000 minus 64,000 taka. Then he had 8,000 taka. Then practice number 2. Mr. Hossain has 60,000 taka. He gave 1/2 or half portion to his 3 sons and 1/12 portion to his daughter of his money. He kept the remaining money for himself. Number A, how much money did the daughter get? How much money did each of the sons get? Number C, how much money did he keep for himself? Then solution A, his daughter got 1/4 of 60,000, then 5,000 taka, or 3 sons. Then number B, 3 sons got half of 60,000 taka equal to 30,000. So one son got 30,000 divided 3 equal to 10,000 taka. Then number C, his 3 sons and daughter got total 30,000 plus 5,000 equal to 35,000. So he kept for himself 60,000 minus 35,000 equal to 25,000 taka. This is the answer. Then you have to homework number 3 and number 4. A whiteboard is 3 whole number 1/3 meters long and 2 whole number 1/5 meters wide. How many square of the is the area of the whiteboard? Number B, if the length of the whiteboard is 1/3 meters less, what square meters will the area be? Number 4, a landlord kept 1/4 portion of 24,000 taka for himself and distributed the rest of the money among 3 sons equally. Number A, how much taka did each son get? Number B, if the landlord had 8,000 taka more, how much taka would each son get? Okay, no more today. You must submit the homework before next class. Okay, stay safe. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.